Whew. Hey Virgo. My name is Marla. So this is that Word from Mars Tarot. And this is going to be your February predictions reading. I'm sighing because these readings have been like a bit heavy in my opinion. So you please want to apply this to your Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, your rising sign, or your North Node or your South Node, okay? I am going to read from my Keepers of the Light book because I've asked like what energy you're going to be in for the month and like what you need to do about it. We have oracle cards here and we have tarot cards, and at the very end I am going to pull a mindful message. That's the only card that I have not pulled yet. And I just like to end the readings on a positive note, especially because these ones have been a little bit heavy, and we can all use mindfulness. So Virgo, the energy that you're going to be in this month is the energy of Mercury. All right, we have open communication. Mercury, open communication. Okay. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So some of you may want to work on your heart chakra and your throat chakra, because it seems like that there are some things that you're going to want to express to somebody, or someone may want to express to you. Virgo, you are ruled by the planet Mercury, all right? You and Gemini. So just FYI there, maybe you and a Gemini are going to have a conversation. So we have Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Mercury is the Roman god of messages and communication. In Greek mythology, he is known as Hermes. He has often been depicted with wings on his feet, representing his capacity to be swift and carrying is it caduceus? I don't know how to pronounce that. I know y'all can be like, girl, can you spell? Can you talk? The same healing wand that Archangel Raphael is known to carry, as well as overseeing communication. He oversees the planet Mercury. When this goes retrograde, which means it appears to go backwards when seen from the Earth, communication can be delayed or difficult. And I do know in about a month we have a retrograde, but I don't know what it's in. I know that Virgo, Pisces, and Aries are going to be very impacted during that time frame. When this goes retrograde, which means it appears to go backwards when seen from the Earth, communication can be delayed or difficult. We can call on Mercury for help with loving, honest, and open conversations, divination, and any form of expressive art, such as writing, poetry, and journalism. He can also help us heal miscommunications that have caused distress. So you may have been like in disagreements, Virgo, with people, long-term or short-term, and it's like it's time to wrap that on up and have conversations. Extended message. Open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or a family member, or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one you've not had an easy time with. You may be able to clarify situations where you feel you weren't heard properly or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all the roads to love in your life. Listen to. Communication is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard. All right. You may also be connected to a Libra or have a Libra placement, because what you're going to want to do about that open communication and, speaking up with love and being heard is to pay attention to downloads. All right. And have some understanding. We have Lady Venus here. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven in the astral realm. Some of you may have like a deceased loved one who kind of speaking to you. And if not that, you do have downloads coming to you. You just got to pay attention, all right? Some of you may have a twin flame and be reconnecting with your twin flame this month, if you believe in that sort of thing. So Lady Venus is the twin flame of Sanat Kumara and is said to reside on the astral realm surrounding the planet Venus. Planet Venus is the planet of love, and that rules over Libra and Taurus. So you could be connected to a Libra or a Taurus, all right? The light beings of Venus, known as Venusins, are now coming to light workers on Earth to help them with their connections, understanding, and capacity to share divine love. Lady Venus is a wonderful keeper of the light to call on when you are trying to forge a connection with the heavens or finding it difficult to understand the signs, symbols, and guidance that are being sent to you physically or through meditation. She also allows us to connect with or focus on particular energies so we can understand them more. If you are studying a spiritual subject at this time, call on Lady Venus to help you. Sorry, y'all, my nose started itching. Extended message. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Whenever this is happening, spend some time in contemplation so that you can ask the universe what you really need to know. This card also represents downloads of information being received by your mind. Know that the universe sees you as capable of holding soul-centered information that will help you and others reach a new level of understanding. So like I do see a lot of understanding is going to come about, Virgo, this month by means and ways of communication. You may be connected to a Scorpio placement, or you may have them because there is heavy Scorpio energy here, and also Taurus. Yeah. So we have the Judgment card here. So some of you may be experiencing an awakening. So that's maybe why also you're ready to have certain conversations and stuff, because you're having a wake-up call and final decisions are to be made, and you have had some self-evaluation and you're like having a reckoning, you know? So Judgment, I feel like some final decision is going to be made here and you're going to communicate that. This is for sign of Scorpio, all right? You are going to receive a wish fulfillment. So maybe for some of you, by having this conversation, you're going to feel a great deal of emotional richness, but there's some sort of success and achievement and recognition and pleasure that you are going to be experiencing this month to the highest extent at that, Virgo. 9 of Cups. All right. Now, some of you may be resisting this awakening that is happening, okay? Because we have the Death card in reverse here. Again, sign of Scorpio. This is being resistant to change. This could be inner purging, but also could be stagnation. It could be, again, your inability to change, stuck, repeating negative patterns. So some of you may be repeating a negative pattern. I'm also seeing money is like a big deal here too. So pay attention to that, your relationship with money, and like if you are engaged while you're marrying, or if you're not even engaged, like the things that you think of like in relation to marriage, all right? But I do feel like you're being resistant to some sort of change, and that's what's keeping your ass sad, Virgo. All right, we have this 5 of Cups here: regret, failure, disappointment, grief, pessimism. Some of you are feeling abandoned or unloved, loss, sadness, mourning, discontent. So some of you could still be grieving like a passed on loved one or whatever the case may be, especially with this being next to the Death card. But also I feel like for some of you, this grief is self-inflicted. It's because you're refusing to change. It's time for you to put on your big girl or big boy panties. Big they are them panties, all right? Draws, all right? Whatever you wear. And it's time for you to get in your bag, all right? You are meant to be a Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are a working parent, especially if you're a Capricorn placement, but this could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You're supposed to be generous when it comes to money. So some of you all may be giving someone money this month. You're welcoming, you're practical, you're nurturing, all right? And, you know, you're meant to experience a life of luxury for sure, all right? And that's also because you've worked hard. Now I see the world here. So the world has is connected to the signs of Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. And this means that like there's some sort of, again, there's a big accomplishment energy. So I don't know what you're accomplishing this month, Virgo, but you are accomplishing something. And there's an ending, all right? There's some sort of ending, but with endings come evolution. It comes beginnings. There comes like accomplishment. When we end something, when we completed something, we typically feel good about it. Some of you may be doing some traveling. We have fulfillment here. Some of you are finally seeing the bigger picture because, again, that Judgment, all right? So you're finally seeing the bigger picture somewhere. We have the World. So, Virgo, I'm feeling like you should be proud of yourself. Now, there is, again, something heavy here with money, and no surprise, like you are Virgo. So Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns really care about their coin. But some of you are really, maybe some of you are thinking about, maybe, I'm feeling like Virgo, some of you may be returning to somebody this month that you could see yourself building a legacy with. So this could be a friendship that, like, you know, went sour or something like that. And you could see yourself building a dynasty or some sort of money with them. And some of you, this is about a lover. Some of you may be returning to a lover that you feel like you want to build a family with and be rooted with, and you want to end up leaving a legacy. Like you're the type, Virgo, you want your kids to have inheritance, all right? You want them to be privileged and affluent. And it's not that. Some of you may be really laid back. Virgos can be like, either y'all are on the end of like kind of being very critical, judgmental, and like being like type A, or sometimes you're opposite and very chaotic. But I feel like you want to leave a legacy. You want your kids to be wealthy, whether they look like it or not. But that is something that you want. It is very important to you. So some of you may be returning to somebody. Could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius placement. Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, rising, North Node, South Node. It could be like one of them that you're returning to be like, look, like, this is what I want. But no, when you go to that person, they're going to be straightforward with you. So yes, you need to communicate with love and speak up from love and allow yourself to be heard. But no, like, if you've really hurt this person before, you made them feel like the Five of Cups, you're going to have to be a little bit more patient, Virgo, because you did hurt this person if you are returning to them. I want you to be mindful of marrying for money, Virgo. All right, we have marrying for money, and underneath that is a love triangle. So you want to make sure you choose the right person. There is somebody who is digging up dirt on you. So there's something in the collective where niggas are being real nosy this month, because I've seen this dirt digging card in multiple readings. So looking for dirt on you or vice versa. So even some of you, it could be a partner, an ex-partner, a baby father, baby mother that you're trying to dig up dirt on. Maybe you guys are digging up dirt on one another. We have dusted off. So maybe some of you are needing to dust yourself off, and, you know, especially after being like, you know, in a Five of Cups energy and getting yourself back out there. Some of you may need to, you know, dust off an old relationship that you're wanting to return to. I don't know. You're more so going to know though. All right. We have giving money. So giving money is relevant. Somebody may be giving somebody some type of money this month. And then we have ignoring. All right. So either a person that you're going to end up communicating with this month, Virgo, you had been ignoring them, or they had been ignoring you, or both. You could also need to be prepared that they may ignore you at first. All right. So if you're really wanting whatever this relationship is, you know, fight for it. All right. Fight for it is at the bottom of the deck, especially if it's healthy for you. We have letters in name E, P, F, or D. Letters in name E, P, F, or D. So that could be their first, middle, or last initial, or yours. We have light or colored hair. Light or colored hair. Some of you, your ancestors are trying to get in contact with you. So you need to go ahead and get a little ancestor altar. And if you're more so religious, then maybe you want like a picture of like your loved one that passed on, and maybe put like a white candle right there or something. But they're trying to connect with you, so you may want to develop a little ancestor altar. And we have crying or release. Crying or release. So maybe during this conversation, some crying and release is going to take place. Maybe this month, Virgo, crying and release is going to take place on your end. All right. I also think that you could have been somebody that you know, Virgo, could have married for money, and they're regretting that. They may be coming back and telling you that. All right, we have inspiration board. If I'm ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. So if you celebrate, you know, traditional, you know, westernized New Year's, maybe some of you need to go ahead and put a vision board together. You can even do it virtually on like whatever app you like and have it on your phone. And then also like in spiritual world, New Year's is really Aries season. So the end of March. So you have a little less than 2 months to like, you know, maybe get your vision board together and, you know, start working on goals at that time. But that is what I have for you, Virgo. This was a good reading. So I hope that you all really do choose to grow and move forward and have these hard yet loving conversations. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.